or 10 of them. And then their National Assembly members, except for those who are still loyal to Wike. But somehow that's part of the reasons why Wike said he was angry that Atiku came to snatch the ticket of the PDP when it was expected to be the turn of the South. So we haven't heard from him concerning this decision. But Bala Muhammad, who is the governor of Bauchi, a guy who never really hid his own personal ambition to also run for the Nigeria presidency. So Bala Muhammad was on channels where he was giving the reasons why it was the right thing to do by PDP in zoning their presidential ticket to the South. And they are now, scouting for potential candidates that will take up the opportunity or take up the slot. So he said he had to abandon his own personal ambition, his own presidential ambition, because of his love for the unity of Nigeria. Really, that's funny, right? So Bala Muhammad, yesterday.
Life is always a learning process. When we did in 2023, it was not a pleasant experience, and that was why we lost the election. And I discovered, to my surprise, that presidency is a consensus phenomenon. It's something that people come together. You cannot impose yourself on anybody or any group. In spite of my leadership position, I am leading a group of equals, and of course, we have to change the trajectory of leadership recruitment in a manner that we build consensus, create unity, and set aside our personal interests in a manner that we can give the Nigerian people a new political space that brings people that are adequately brought together in a manner that we take decision that will give leadership to somebody who knows that leadership is just like an extension, like a delegation. And of course, when my party decided that we would zone this to the South, I had no qualms because I knew it is for the common good and it is not about our personal interest, since we knew we learned our lesson from the mistake we made in the past.
You wanted to be president. At what point did you now jettison that idea?
I jettisoned that idea from the point we decided to say that all of us are equal, and we have so many eminently qualified people who are not even opportune to be within the ring of our group, that is a group of governors, people outside who are not even governors, who are bureaucrats and technocrats, and they may have more experience and knowledge of leadership. And so we should leave this thing open. And by the time we took decision, we must go by it. But whoever emerges should know that he is doing it on our behalf. That's why I said it is a delegation of responsibility of people of like minds, and our party should do something different to show that we are different from the rest. Not a party that brings people who are just grandstanding and who feel that they are larger than life, that it is even a favor for them to lead, that it is their own maternal or whatever rights for them to continue to lead in the country, where we have 250 million people. We have agitated youths who are very knowledgeable and they know global best practice. They are driven by knowledge, experience, and of course, global best practice. So we decided as governors at this time and epoch to change the trajectory of leadership recruitment in a manner that we build consensus around us and open the space for the best to emerge. And of course, we knew that this is the time when a Southerner is a president, and of course he is just gone for 4 years, and of course the second tenure would be assumed to be his. So if we are contesting, we needed somebody very strong or stronger than him from the South to give him a fight for his life, because the government at the day is not working very well. And so we have to seize the opportunity. to make sure that we provide or present a credible candidate that is marketable. Already the situation is germane for us to take over power, and we need to navigate very cautiously and intelligently. Life is always
Bala Muhammad. However, I don't know if he was asked, but he did mention that they are also in contact with Goodluck Egbere, Jolantan, as well as Obi, to see if they if they are ready or willing to work with them as any of them, like as the candidate of PDP. But again, he said they have eminently qualified members of their party from southern Nigeria, Ifobi, and then GEJ, that's Egberi Jolinton, if they both decline their own overture.
But if he decides to come to a better platform where there is no encumbrances, he will be given the opportunity too. There are others.
Are you courting him? Are you courting Obi?
Am I what?
Are you governors of the PDP courting him? Are you asking him to come? Are you talking to him actively? Is that conversation active?
No, we are. Yes, we are. But certainly he has not. That's President Jonathan. He's not the only person.
No, I'm talking about Peter Obi now. Peter Obi, are you talking
Have you not seen him in jail? Have you not seen him in both several times? Have you not seen him with me? He's my brother, my friend, and of course he's one of the most celebrated politicians too. And of course, you see him within the coalition or no coalition. Definitely we are not sleeping. Only that we don't make noise. There are so many politicians. I even had a session with Governor Amechi. I have not been sleeping. I have to make sure I create a closing of rank drive, you know, for people to come and have.
So there's a possibility of Amechi returning to the PDP?
Well, he is free to if he wants to come back.
But when you spoke, Governor, to Peter Obi, did he agree to return to PDP?
These are some of the decisions that are left to Peter Obi, not to me. But I have discussed with him and I told him the PDP is open to all those celebrated politicians who can come and add value to our presidential drive or ambition in 2027. Definitely, I spoke to all of them. So many people that I will not even mention here. But I've just mentioned the key people that I have spoken on behalf of the governors and myself that they should go. I've spoken to President Jonathan. I was the first person to say that if he runs, I will not run. Maybe it's one of the reasons why I said we should just go and sleep. Maybe it's Sheyi Makinde. So definitely, we have spoken to so many people. But Sheyi is even within us. And you have not heard him saying it is a matter of life and death for him to run. So we are free to look for people who will come and add value and present themselves if they so wish. I have spoken to them and I confirm to you. But if he decides to come to a better platform where there is no encumbrances.
So that's Bala Muhammad. So he's kind of keeping his card to his chest when it comes to what they are also cooking behind the scene, and the ones that are pretty much in the open. They can only give you, the sparsely kind of information, right? Olawale, yeah, I've got this Olawale from Lagos. Thank you very much as well, okay, for that comment. If truly they are your tenants, all right, that's why I put the word in front of that, like allegedly, all right. But we're going to get to that part. What nearly led to riot in Lagos yesterday. That's Ibeju-Lekki, where it was reported that the police shot 3 Okada riders. One of them died at the spot, while 2 others sustained a gunshot injury and allegedly died the following morning. Somebody said no, they didn't die. They were able to be saved. Thank you. But we'll get to that part. Coalition. Today in Kaduna, the Hellfires group of coalition, they were doing the inauguration of their coalition, ADC, in Kaduna. until when hired hoodlums invaded the venue. And in the process, it led to, well, the intention is to disrupt, the gathering. Despite the police presence, according to the eyewitness or the eyewitnesses, including some of the amateur videos recorded at the scene, right? So while the assailants, the hoodlums, were busy attacking and assaulting everybody at the venue, the police were there, like standing. They couldn't stop them. Now, a few hours after that, the police released a statement and they said it was El Rufaya that hired hoodlums to come and disrupt the coalition inauguration that he is also attending. Nigeria or Kaduna police, that's their statement. But yeah, at the venue where they are doing their coalition meeting, ADC in Kaduna. Sorry, the video is kind of like amateur, so bear with me.
Wannan taro ne wanda ake yi yanzu a garin Kaduna. Kun ga yadda 'yan sanda suke ba su kariya. 'Yan sanda ne suke ba 'yan ta'adda kariya a wannan wajen. Hol ɗin nan da ake wannan taro yanzu haka. Jiba kawai suke. Wai 'yan sanda ke ba 'yan daba kariya tur da wannan gwamnati. Wannan gwamnati ta yi asara. Duk sun fasa gilas.
Sorry, but you do get the idea. So the thugs, they came, with their sticks, cordials, and everything, and they were smashing everything in the, everything at the venue, and they got it disrupted. Now, AIT did a report on it, and they actually spoke with the eyewitness and the rest, including El Rufaya and their ADC members. This short report.
The event was organized for the inauguration of members of various political parties into the ADC Transition Committee, but midway, thugs invaded the venue, unleashing violence that left several people assaulted and property destroyed. Although the inauguration eventually continued, one of the victims of the assault, Ibrahim Modibo, narrated his ordeal, describing how the thug unleashed violence on innocent party members.
If someone is coming with cutlass and breaking windows, what are you supposed to do as a police officer? Does police have cutlass? It's rifle and he's supposed to shoot. They are there to protect lives and property.
Former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai and the ADC National Vice Chairman Northwest Zone, Jafar Sani, alleged that the ruling party orchestrated the attack, accusing security operatives of complacency for not protecting members carrying out what he described as a constitutionally guaranteed activity.
It's most unfortunate that this is a government that I had a hand in bringing about. I'm quite disappointed and disgusted by this. And but if the authorities don't take decisive action to end this reintroduction of thuggery into Kaduna politics, well, God help us, because nobody has monopoly of violence. Nobody has monopoly of thugs.
When a lawbreaker, breaks the law in the presence of a law enforcement agent, and the person just stood aloof, I don't know what to call that.
But in a twist, the concerned members of the ADC at a separate news conference accused El-Rufai himself of attempting to hijack the party structure.
And that is why we are crying out. We will not allow somebody to come out. If we allow things to go the way they are going, probably he will have his way to hijack. Even in SDP, when he went there, he took control of SDP completely, not until court upturned the whole the process.
Meanwhile, the Kaduna State Police Command says it has launched an extensive investigation into the alleged political violence at the meeting hosted by...
And you know something? Few hours after that, the police released their statement and said, I think they have even declared, they have declared some of the ADC members wanted now. They said that the attack, the hoodlums, they were organized by El-Rufai to come and attack them at their meeting. Okay. It is Nigeria, Baba. I don't even want to go into all those vices for now because I still have some to go into. So talking about the lawlessness in Abraka, Delta State, which, okay, no, let's go to Lagos. Let's go to Lagos. Now, the story of the Okada riders shot and killed in Lagos, right, may have its own twist to it for those who probably want to, but I am using the supposed eyewitness account who said, indeed, they shot 3 of them sometimes around 2 a.m. or thereabout. The police patrol saw these Okada riders, right? And they are doing this, they are stop and pay bribe, like extortion on the road. So when it got to these guys, right, it was said that they rejected to offer the bribe. And the police, these police officers wanted to forcefully take their bikes away from them. And they resisted. In the process, right, they shot the 3 of them. One of them died right there at the spot. And the info of maybe they took the bikes away or not, I don't know. But the report that the other 2 that sustained other injuries also died this morning is also from the eyewitness there, which was what is said to have prompted the near riot reaction at Ibeju-Lekki in Lagos yesterday. But a viewer on Facebook just said that no, the other 2 didn't die. Yes, they were shot, but eventually they were able to remove the pellets. However, I have this clip and these videos of what is believed to have happened. Again, from the amateur footages. Cut them into 2. Here is the first one.
This is what we are saying. This person is dead. This one of the person that shot yesterday night is dead because of